What's up, y'all? It's Jullien Gordon from the Multifamily Movement, aka Mr. Multifamily. And a question I get all the time is, what if I live in an expensive market and real estate is too much to invest in here? Well, guess what? Your money does not have to work in the same city as you do. Some of you own Amazon stock, never been to Seattle. Some of you own Nike stock, never been to Beaverton or Oregon, okay? So you already know that your money does not have to work in the same city as you do. You can invest from anywhere. And so for me, my first property was in Brooklyn, New York, right? And that's where I used FHA 3.5% down. But when you're doing a non-owner occupied investment property, it's typically 25% down, right? And so in New York, if the property is $1 million, 25% down is $250,000. That's $250,000. So for me, instead of saying, oh, I can't buy any more property, what I did was I found a smaller, less expensive secondary market. For me, that was New Orleans. So now I'm in New Orleans, and this is where a bulk of my portfolio is. Again, your money didn't have to work in the same city as you do. I bought in New Orleans while living in New York. I had 2 properties here before I actually moved here, all right? And now that I'm here and this market is coming up and I've been able to benefit from the appreciation, I've gone to an even smaller secondary market to New Orleans, which is Baton Rouge, where my portfolio is continuing to grow and to scale, all right? So you do not have to be stuck or confined to the coast like Los Angeles or the Bay Area or Brooklyn, New York, right? You don't have to be stuck. You can actually send your money elsewhere. One of the key factors is gonna be you having a great property manager and agent on the ground who can be the boots on the ground for you and actually look at these deals for you. I also bought a property in Oakland that I've never set foot inside of, right? I've never set foot inside of it. I knew that the numbers worked. I knew how to run those numbers, the 23 numbers that I teach you. I knew how to run those numbers. I had an agent on the ground who I trusted, and guess what? I closed on that property. I've never been inside of it. That property, I bought it at $480,000. It's worth $710,000 today. But if I would have limited myself by where I was living physically, then I would never have been able to take advantage of that deal, all right? So you don't have to be stuck or confined by a high expensive market. Then you take the cash flow from the money you're getting in these smaller, less expensive secondary markets, and you actually bring that back to pay your rent or your mortgage in the more expensive market if you feel stuck there based on you working there, family, or you just like where you live, right? So again, there are all kinds of ways. There's answers and solutions to everything that you feel is blocking you from getting into real estate. I have them and I can teach you, all right? So if you want to learn how to do this, go to multifamilymasterplan.com. That's multifamilymasterplan.com. I'll teach you how to finance, find, and finalize multifamily real estate deals all over the country. You're not confined by where you live. Peace.